Today's episode is sponsored by Remedy Sales and Marketing Consultants. President and founder Anthony Stagliano Jr. has made a generous donation with the help of Word on the Street to the Pelandro Ferry Memorial Foundation. Stags, as most of you know him by, is a fellow mummer and Downtowners Hall of Famer. Remedy Sales and Marketing Consultants runs the gamut of assisting startup, distressed, or even stable businesses with all their sales, marketing, finance, and e-commerce needs. Looking to revamp that website, social media, or marketing plan? Let Anthony and team be your remedy. Go find Remedy on the web at www.remedysm.com. Shooting for less and don't care about first. The club whose logic is as wild and crazy as they are. They'll never have a skit and you won't question them because, well, they're bigger than you, by the hundreds. How do they do what they do, and why do we love it? We're talking frogs with Captain Jason Pakech on episode 2. Who dat?
All right, we are back at the Mummers Museum for episode 2, Word on the Street podcast. Billy Yoakum, Mike Jacobs, Haley Herron, and we're here tonight with
Jason Pakech from Froggy Carr. I'm the captain of James Froggy Carr Wench Brigade.
And there were some people, Bill, that were saying we were not going to get him to do this, but we got him.
One phone call's all it took.
One phone. I know you said you were excited to actually come down.
Yeah.
He's an important guy.
I like talking about mummers. I'm a big fan of every mummer. So I know there's a thing out there where they say, oh, well, you guys don't like this fancy string band. I love fancies. I love string bands. I love the wenches. I actually like every part of the parade, even the comics in the beginning. Everybody matters. So the more we all have to stick together. And that's another part of the whole parade.
Yeah, I've always been interested in the idea of the wenches. I don't really know much about them, honestly, except for getting a chuckle out of the stuff they do on New Year's and like the little skits they put together and stuff. But the inner workings of it, I mean, I think we all kind of agreed that none of us really know much about it. So that's why we had to get you down here, because we want to bring you in and make sure the wenches feel the love and include it and all that kind of stuff. But Froggy Carr, that's probably one of, no matter what division it is, string bands, brigades, whatever, I feel like there's a handful of clubs that people outside the direct community can reference by name. And Froggy's like one of the only, I would say probably outside the brigades and the string bands that people know the name of or can reference. Oh, that Froggy group or whatever, they know it.
Wherever you go.
Yeah. I mean, what is, like, as the captain, I guess a leader of the club, what's your opinion? What's the reputation of the club, like in your own words?
On New Year's Day, that feel, or
just in general.
Yeah, I think everybody I think people love us. I think the other clubs, like the other brigades, love us, and the other Wench Brigades, I think they all love us and say, we're a high energy club. When the music plays, we move. We have 800 people, 800 suits. I had to cut it down. We were 900 and something. So I got it down to a more manageable 800, which doesn't sound correct, but it is a little more manageable.
Sounds funny to say 800.
Manage 800.
800. And, there's like a little tweaks in here and there that you have to do for 800 people. You have to slow down your parade. You have to march slower. You have to. This way, the whole 800 people can stay in that 2 blocks, This is 400 people each block, I'd say, and have the band in the middle of that,
What are you like? Are you like the herding dog on New Year's? You just got to go around and make sure.
I don't really have to do any of that, because once the music starts, it's everybody's like possessed at that point. They just
the energy takes over.
Yeah, the music. Everybody wants to be near the band, so they all just come together. It's pretty neat.
How does that, like? I'm not used to that at all. 800 people. Like, what is that New Year's morning? How do you even do that?
It's so nuts, because when I say 800, like, I'm at the club at, like, say 6 in the morning or 5:30 in the morning, and there's like 20, 30 people sitting outside the club that I have no idea who they are, because the club door is locked. So then I open the club, and then they'll come in and they go to Brownie, they start drinking a couple of beers or whatever. But when we leave the club at 7 a.m., there's only like 300 people.
Only.
I don't know where the other 5 come from.
They're sharing an Uber.
Because we go from the club, we march up to Second and Wash, and then as we turn Second and Wash, more people are there, and then as you go along, somehow next thing you know, you're like Broad and Wash, and I'm like, oh my God, there's 800. They're all here.
I will say this, to cut you off a second. I do hate that they switched the parade around.
Yeah.
Because I used to look forward to, you would go to the club, it's the makeup process, and
Yeah,
you didn't
you
want to be the
guys.
first ass in the seat or the last ass in the seat, because they would come running to the club. Frogs are coming.
Yeah.
And we would all pile outside.
remember that.
And they would just come.
I remember
and
that.
just keep coming. And now you just go the opposite way.
Yeah.
And we lost that.
And there's the only club we pass is the Avenors.
You know, it was weird, like growing up down 2nd Street, New Year's morning and everything. Not that the other Wench Brigades don't have brass bands, but for some reason, you're getting the makeup on, you're sitting there, you got the pants on, and like you're in the club, and you hear the brass band, and you, for some reason, you just know that it's Froggy Carr coming.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It
feel
just
them
sounds
coming.
different or something. I don't know, but for you just know it's you guys coming. A little bit of noise.
It's good noise.
Yeah. It's a spirited noise. But it's weird. Like, you don't have enough time to stand out there and watch the club pass by. Like, you watch a little bit of it, but then they're just, yeah.
They're
And then,
about 9 blocks long.
yeah. And then like an hour later, there's one guy just with a real long
It's a
pole.
long
like
stick over his shoulder.
Yeah. But is there anybody that ever just meets you up for 2nd Street? Like that just kind of straggles around, and then all of a sudden you got more people on 2nd Street? Or does everybody kind of group up by the time the parade is?
Yeah, I think we mostly group up as we move. Like outside the club, like I said, there's only like 300, maybe 350, you know. And as we move and we get to Washington Ave and then Broad, these people just come, and next thing you know, everybody's there. I don't know.
Now, are you guys the original monster club? Because they all kind of have 300-400 people now, it seems like.
Yeah. Well, the process of the parade.
But
now,
you guys are the biggest, right? Still?
Yeah, we're still the biggest. I think the Pirates are up there. They're like 400 or so.
Really?
Yeah. No, I mean, the way the parade's going, a lot of clubs are dropping out.
Yeah, I keep telling people,
lot
the
of
parade's not
people-
dying. They're
we
just
have-
all going over to the Wenches.
Yeah.
We have the South Philly. What's the Joe Jepp string band?
Pensport?
Pensport.
Those guys, they didn't march the 1 year. 25 of them went out with us
That's awesome.
with Joe Jepp, you know. And then they put that was the Christmas theme we had. Then they put on their instruments to march down 2nd Street with the windsuits on.
That's great.
Play music, so it was great. Yeah.
That's great.
Now, you can't talk about Froggy Carr without kind of thinking about the antics and the behavior and how the club is and all that kind of stuff. So I got to ask, is that at this point, everybody knows the notorious behavior and how they are. Is that a tradition at this point, or something you try to caution against? But what is the deal with that?
It's not like it used to be, you know, everything calms down. I remember when I was younger, it was like a lot more crazier, you know?
Yeah.
Now it's just, you know, it's just, like I said, it's high energy. The best part I like about is the people, they buy a suit, they have an umbrella, and the next thing you know, they're doctoring up the suit, their umbrella, and they're like creative, and they come out with them like, oh, look at this guy. He's got a nicer suit than I do.
Now, were you there? Well, I think it was Market Street when they took your beer truck and they arrested Tooth.
Yeah, I was there.
You did the sit down.
The sit down. Yeah,
That
was
made
great.
it in the movie Strut. That was that was that big.
That's a
That was-
story of legend.
That was one of the best stories, and I won't get into everything, but I was just talking to this because I was at a party yesterday with Flip Renzi, so that's Tooth's older brother, and we were just talking about all this stuff, and he's like, "You remember that?" He said, "You know, Tooth was in jail, and he said he was lucky he wasn't searched." So I don't know what that means.
The other one was I remember getting makeup and coming outside, and your U-Haul truck was on fire.
That was out front of
near Frainger.
Frainger. Yeah.
The truck was on fire.
The truck was on. It was the beer truck.
And how'd you get the beer up there?
I don't remember that one. I think they called somebody and we got a replacement truck like right away or something.
That one on standby.
They heard it was
Standby.
Froggy Carr, and they said, "We got to go."
That's the year. I wonder if we have wine. We used to have cases of wine. We had white wine, cases of white wine and
Because she's a
red wine.
classy.
Back in the day, it was a. That's when we like the wenches are drunk. Wenches are drunks.
Yeah.
That's then. The parade's changed so much. you know?
Yeah, I
was
It's
gonna
not
say,
that
is
case
that-
anymore.
Yeah.
You know, it's so more family, you know, they'll have their kids, they go up, come down. You know, a lot of people don't drink that much. Like
You do see a lot more kids in wench costumes, the little babies.
We had 128 kids last year.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'd have to say, like, I like seeing that because seeing the little kids in there and stuff. But I don't know, 30 years ago, I don't know if I would have brought my kid around the way some of that stuff was.
Not the wenches.
So it's good. It's good that it's being that way.
You just had to tell the people, you know, kids in the back, you don't want them to get ran over. You know.
Yeah.
But I think everybody knows that when they're.
Yeah.
Do you
when
keep
they're
them in the
middle of
back,
street.
especially when you get in front of the judges and that stampede happens?
Yeah, yeah. Well, they used to say kids in the front. I'm like, oh, we can't have kids in the front. We got to get the kids in the back because I don't know what it is. I don't know why people want to run to these cameras. I have no idea because every year, if you actually watch, you'll see people go down and get
I gotta
trampled.
watch
And I'm like,
Now,
oh my
do they
God.
line up the police for you guys? I noticed a couple of years there was police
No,
lined
they
up
don't
across
even-
the front.
They line up, yeah, in front of the stands.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Is that
in
to
front
keep you out of the stands?
Yes.
I'm assuming that's technically not allowed.
Well, I guess, but you know what?
Well, you shoot flash, you don't worry about getting disqualified.
The fans love it because you're dancing in the middle of the street. Next thing you know, you see all the people in there dancing with the fans. You know,
True.
And when we turn the hall, you see all the fans. We give our umbrellas. Everybody gives umbrellas out. So then you see all frog umbrellas in the crowd.
That's awesome,
Yeah.
too.
So the fans love us too.
So what is the, like you were talking about some rules, housekeeping things, kids in the back and, you know, the watching the drinking and looking out for each other, family environment, like that. So that part of fostering the environment we get probably comes from the top down, but other than that, like overall, like you as captain, what is your role, you know, New Year's Day, but beyond that as well?
Well, to begin with, it's like, you know, starting in February, January, you're thinking about themes. If you want to give that far back,
Yeah, sure.
So we used to start thinking about themes. We do it a little different than everybody else. I know other clubs vote. They have their members present, and they have some directions of how to present, and then they vote on a theme. The members. We don't do that. I just wing it and say, okay. I have a lot of people give me ideas, and that's how I got this theme this year. It was from an outside and not a non-member. Mm-hmm. And then I just go from there. I need it to be the way I want it to be because I know what I like as a wench and what it means to me. And I have to have it like strict. It has to match. I have to have a suit in my head. You can't just give me a theme and say, hey, here's a good theme. What color's the suit? You know, what about props? Like what about like headgear and this? You have to have something for me, you know? And I don't get that from a lot
Now, you
of
the
people.
final say on color?
Yeah. I pick everything as the captain. I pick everything out and just go with it.
Is that the big thing, color?
No. Well, yeah, for me, color would be the big thing because you have to try to get in that theme and figure out your color, you know? But I bounce it off a couple people in the club. I got a group of guys. And so, yeah, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? What do you think?
Now, last year you were the Rocky theme.
Yeah. Yeah.
You just showed me the suit out there. Was that based off of his gray sweatsuit?
Yeah.
That's what I assume.
So
Yeah.
is and that's what the badge was, you know, Rocky running down 9th Street with a gray suit, and he had a baby blue hoodie on. You know,
details.
So that's why I got the gray and the baby blue, and then I went with the Apollo Creed trunks. You know,
I like that
because when you pick up your wench, you know, that was the pop.
Yeah.
You know,
Hallie, we were talking the other day, and you had a good question. I never thought about the suits before, but
So I'm not very familiar, but I know the wench suits always have a similar silhouette.
Yeah.
Is that something across the board? Is that a requirement? I know we were kind of talking a little bit about this before, but what sets you different, and is there a common theme across all the wenches in that suit?
Yeah, I think it's all the same. There's always a pair of bloomers, right? And then it's a wench dress. So people say dress, they don't like that, but it's whatever wench suit. But the way the bibs, they have a bib that goes around here. You know, some people, they don't have the belt that ties in the back. Some people change that up, and some clubs, they don't do a bib. They only do like the circle on the neck. And that's, I guess, the seamstress that they go to. Maybe that's how they like to make them. But I think ours, Froggy Cars, are more like the way I remember when I was a kid, when I went with father and son back in '76. It was like, that's like an original Wench suit to me.
Yeah.
You know?
So you stick with
I
tradition.
try to stick with that, you know?
Yeah, by the rule, I guess, if you want to say rules, like in the judging and stuff like that, or do they look for you to wear that outfit, or?
No, they have a suit. I think it's suit, captain, and then presentation, I guess.
Okay.
Some of them are into the prop thing now. They have like a little skit.
Right.
Some of the Wench Brigades,
Yeah.
but I don't think Froggy Carr will ever do a skit.
So you basically just take up an idea, an overall idea, and you try to portray that with what you're wearing.
With the suits, and then, you know, that's it. That's all we can do. Because I said, if I put a prop up there, once that band starts playing, these guys are going to run it. They're going to just run it over.
So it's more of a numbers based thing, or the reason why. Yeah.
Like every year. I don't think they even have. I think they caught us some of it running this year. Because Me TV was a little behind on us, because they have a guy standing there, and there's no real. Like, somebody has to say, like, all right, you're live on TV, go. You know, they don't do that. They're like, you good? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Okay, whenever you're ready. I'm like, whenever I'm ready. So
Now, is there a certain time? Are you out there? Do you get a time?
I think it's there's only a few minutes. Like, I don't know, it's 4
There's
minutes.
been a couple Frog themes where it goes to commercial and you comes back,
and
you
we're
see
still
the
there.
stragglers there.
Yeah. And what they do, they our band stops playing. Of course, we move the band. Like, I get the band truck, you know, boom, we move, and then most of us move, and then the city, whoever, they start playing DJ music. Like, they're gonna, oh, this is how we'll get rid of them. That doesn't work. They start dancing to that and singing. Yeah.
So do you even get to perform as captain, or is it more like when you get up there, you're like,
I stand in the captain's box and I signal for the band, and then I kind of like huddle.
Get small.
And then I get hitting it back with the umbrellas, and, you know. Yeah.
How many years you been captain?
This will be my third. Yeah, it was only 2 years so far.
Wow. That's a unique captain's experience, I think, than anybody ever. Yeah. Worrying about getting ran over, that is usually not something you got to worry about. But I guess with that, you know, that is something. How do you kind of, not to be negative at all, but, you know, you got some kind of, like, I don't want to say haters, but kind of. How do you like respond to that? Or
I don't even worry about that stuff. You know, I'm more positive than anything. You know, anything that anybody says anything negative, and I'm like, that's just going to fade away, you know?
Yeah.
And the media is not going to be nice. They're only looking for negative. And then we have people actually follow us around on New Year's Day, looking for the negative.
Oh, really? Like,
oh yeah.
You specifically, or the wenches, or?
I think probably the wenches. I think there's people in there. They're looking for something negative to, but, you know, I'm not worried about that. I have such a fun day, and everybody, and that's the whole goal, is to make it fun for everybody.
Sure.
And I think our members are happy. You know, I changed the parade. I have a lot of members that were kind of going to retire from going out. So they're in that 61, 62 years old. They're like, I had enough. So I became captain. They said, you know what? I'm going to go out 1 year. You know, they had so much fun. It's a crew too. There's like 6 of them. They all hang together. And they said, well, we're going again.
How many original Frogs are still left?
Originals? I think there's, in the club, I think there's 3. I think there's 3.
That's it?
Yeah, I think there's only 3 left.
I know Mickey was an original Frog, because when we won in '99, he made that part of it. He actually held on to the results to get outside of Froggy Carr, and he put that in his speech.
Famous video.
I don't think he was an original, though.
I'd like to make this announcement where I started out as an original Frog.
Bells and Johnny Hall, those guys.
Now, what is the story behind Froggy Carr?
Well, he was a Second and Jackson kid. He was playing football, and he tackled someone during the game and hurt his neck and was rushed to the hospital. And I think he was in a coma like right away. And I don't know how long that process was, but he passed away. And then his friends, so to be Jimmy Moore Sr. Bells and Johnny Hall, that crew got together and started a club. So,
how long did it take to get as big?
It was years. Like they went out with like 20 guys in 1 year.
Oh, okay.
They weren't, I don't even think they were wenches the first year. They were something else, like comics or something. I don't even know what they were.
So he's come a long way.
Yeah. And then we were in Satin Slippers Club. That was our club. Froggy Carr Club was the first was Satin Slipper.
Oh.
And then I don't know if the guys from Satin Slipper wanted to buy it, but there was a club across the street where we are now. Mm-hmm. And someone said, "Oh, we'll sell it to you for $1 for you guys." So that's how we moved over to that club and gave Satin Slipper our club.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. When you talk to the old guys, you find all that stuff out.
What was Froggy, a nickname of the guy?
Yeah, that was his name.
Okay.
James Carr. His nickname was Froggy.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool. Because I always like, the one thing I do like about Froggy Carr is it seems like no matter what theme you do, you try to find a way to like slip the frog in there.
I try that. That's my big thing, trying to throw the frog in there.
Yeah, I like that. I like that because there's not really, that's like a signature club thing because there's really not too many other clubs that like you don't put a star in there. Like, you know what I mean? That's something.
The Pirates tried doing that too, don't they? Don't they try sneaking their name in?
They're in there every once in a while. They have their theme. I think they were pimping Pirates again this year.
I think that's a theme.
Yeah,
Pimping Pirates.
They were pimping Pirates before, and it's
tell me your
back.
theme for this year. It's my new favorite.
Back.
My new favorite theme. Tell them.
Oh, our theme this year is Frog Mob. Forget about it. Forget about it.
Forget about it.
So you probably can't give too much away about it, or you might not want to, but something probably triggered you. I mean, you said you're big on the colors and the suit design, so something had to grab you for that.
So a guy, Michael Eels, he's a Satin Slipper guy. He always like bounces stuff off. Like he'll say stuff to me about this theme, that theme, and he told me this theme probably 3 years ago or something. I'm like, yeah, it's all right. It's all right. I was just nervous about the colors, of course.
Sure, yeah, sure.
So then this year I'm like, you know what, man, it just grew on me. It just grew on me. So I told one guy in the club, I'm like, yeah, man, what do you think about this theme? And the guy started cracking up. He's like, we got to do it. We got to do it. So we're going to be black and green. And it's like a black suit with green pinstripes.
That's cool. I like
Instead of the white pinstripe, like a suit, we go with the green, put the frog in there.
I get it. I get it.
Now, do you have, you kind of touched on it earlier, but do you have final say on what the themes are, or do you leave it up to a vote?
No, there's no vote in my club. Vote. I just, yeah.
So you said, this is the year we're doing it, no matter what. I don't care.
I went to a meeting every week now. We're in September here.
Right.
I go to meetings and I have people come, hey man, what's the theme? We've been saying the theme for 4 months,
Do they get measured, or do they just pick a size?
Yeah, we're sizes. So we have medium, large, extra large, double X. And then after that, it's called the special. The big guys. But all the kids get measured, 100% measured. There's no sizes for those. And that's my aunt, thank God. So we will be in trouble when she says she's not making our kid suits.
Does she do anybody else, or just you guys?
She does Riverfront, all of Riverfront. And then she does 128 kids she did last year for us. That's never going to happen again.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and she does them in I gave her material. She gave me 55 suits in a week. I was like, oh my God.
She's got her basement pumping them out.
Yeah, she pumps them out, man. She's good. And that's just not going to happen again because these seamsters, they don't want to do those custom suits. Yeah. They like doing, I have 50 mediums. Cut out 50 mediums, cut out 50 large, It's a lot easier, but custom.
You have sequence this year?
No sequence.
So I'm looking behind you. I see the sequence on that one.
Yeah, no, I don't think we ever. I think there was sequence before. That was probably in the 70s, maybe. I'm not sure.
So you guys, you are really traditional.
Yeah, we just stick to the regular suit, and that's it. I'm not doing nothing different.
Now, what happened with the wigs?
I think they just went away. No one makes them anymore.
I used to get them. What was it, Louise's?
Yeah, and as I was saying to Mike, when you bought a wig, you kept that wig. That was yours.
For years?
That's why you had black one, a brown one, and a white one.
The white one have the makeup smudge.
Yeah, it had makeup all over it.
Smelled like 1972.
Oh,
man. It's a wig, a napkin,
and that's
a sweat rag.
Remember back in the day, you had to have the long wig.
Yeah.
That was when you were a drinker. And the short wig means you can't drink.
Oh, is that really?
I thought it was an age thing.
No,
the newbies were the short ones and the older guys were the long ones.
It went by drinking. You got a short wig, you can't drink.
Wow, just learned something else.
I didn't know that.
And that's probably
cool,
part of why the wigs disappeared, because I'm drinking.
No, what's the choice this year? Everybody goes with the bandanas or something?
Yeah, there's all different headgear, Sometimes you do bandanas. Last year, we did knit hats. We did knit hats that said frogs across the top.
Do you wear a special hat?
Yeah, the Rocky hat.
Do you wear a different hat because you're the captain?
I wear a hat that I've been wearing for 30-something years. The hat I wear.
It's got to smell like a hockey bag.
It looks like I wear it every day because I only wore it 30 times. You should see this thing. It's in the bottom of the closet somewhere.
Do you try to do something different with your suit, like a little bit, so you stand out? Or?
Yeah. I kind of just mixed the colors up a little bit. Like last year, we had the baby blue and the gray with the Apollo Creed shorts.
Right.
I just did all red. I just did the whole red, white, and blue. The whole thing.
Now, do you have somebody design out an idea so you can see what it is going to look like, finished product, or give something to the costumer, or you just wing it, or what? How do you go about it?
I just think it in my head, and I just ask. I call the material guy that I buy the material from, and I say, hey, look, this is what I'm looking for. So this guy this year, because of the pinstripes, I had to make sure that the pinstripe was small. Like I didn't want like a thick stripe. So that was the only thing. So we went over that for a little while. And it's black material, green pinstripe, and that was it. It's not that hard.
You ever catch yourself getting serious?
No, it's not going to happen. I really don't care about a lot of stuff, And if anything's wrong, it's like, well, there's 800 people. It's pretty hard to find something wrong, Like, oh, well, this suit here and that suit there. It's like, don't worry about it.
It does seem to
forget about it.
Go on and grab a cold beer. You'll be all right.
It does seem to, though, as a division as a whole, like it. I mean, in my opinion, it seems like it's getting a little bit more serious. Like there's always like another skit every year, or somebody does something. Then there's not only just a skit, and then there's a prop, and then there's the captains in something else, and then there's people in multiple kinds of costumes. Like they don't even just. They used to be back then.
Do you get judged on a band?
Oh yeah,
no, I don't think. No, we don't get judged on the music.
Which is funny because you said it's a rule to have.
You have to have a brass band. 100 marchers and a brass band is the rule to be in a Wench Brigade.
100 marchers and a brass band. Doesn't matter the number of people in the band.
No, not a band. Doesn't matter.
What is up to 10? Is there 10 Wench Brigades now?
Yes, there's 10. We just MGK Outsiders just got in, which is great.
Is a band, because I think I've seen it both ways, but I don't recall. Is it a rule? Does a band have to be on the truck, or can it be on the street with you guys?
No, they can be on the street.
Okay. Wofat walks, right?
Wofat walks the whole time.
That's what I thought it was. Yeah,
they like walking. They like being on the ground.
Can they suit up? Or
if they want to. If
okay.
they wanted to, I don't know how that would work with, buying a suit.
Sure.
You're paying the band all this money, and then you're not giving them a free suit. Charge them triple.
But if they want, but if they wanted to, it's cool.
Yeah. I know. Was it Cara Leone has what's it called? What's the band we just talked about?
New Sound.
It's a New Sound. I think Pat Renzi, him and the other guy, they always wear a suit. Jimmy, the drummer. They always wear a suit because they're members. I think they're members of Cara Leone too, and they're.
So let me ask you this though. Because you have to have 100 members and you have to have a brass band. Does any brass band do more than one Wench Brigade, or does they all have their own?
Yeah, everybody has their own.
Okay.
Yeah.
By rule, or that's just the way it works?
That's the way you're paying them.
Okay.
Do you have them all day, all night?
Yeah, we have them 7 in the morning, and then down 2nd Street.
Is it the same band on Kazoo Day? Because I know we always had the battle of bands with you.
Yeah, because our bands. So Jeff Bradshaw runs our band, right? So we have musicians from New York that play for like Patti LaBelle. We have really good musicians. Wow. So we have guys from New York. We have guys from Maryland. So they can't get up to our club on Kazoo Day. So that's the big thing with us. Like you want your band there, but I'm getting like 12 guys. We have 22 to 24. We get like 12, but it's not even. Some guys are just there because, hey, he needed a guy, and he makes a phone call and has another guy.
That's my favorite part of Kazoo Day is when we get the frogs and have that battle of the bands.
You know what the funny thing is, and I'm not trying to knock anybody, but the funny thing is a lot of people, they think the Wenches are more laid back and all that kind of stuff. And when you got the string bands in the parade, but some of the most talented musicians might be in the Wench division.
The sound that comes out of their bands is amazing.
Professional guys, they're not messing around. I mean,
Jeff Bradshaw, guys cutting albums.
That's
winning Grammys.
But here's a question. So both of you grew up in the Brigades, and I'm assuming, were you always a Wench?
Yes, but one year I wasn't. One year I actually went out with the Saturn Aliens.
Oh, okay.
Did you really? I didn't know that.
Marionettes in Motion.
No way.
We got that number one.
So you have a first prize.
Yeah.
Do you have a first prize in the Frogs?
Yes, with Mickey Mouse.
Okay.
That was when we were a comic club marching with the other comics. It was like 100 clubs, and we got first place.
Wow. Who's got the most?
That's our only one.
Who's got the most ones?
Oh, I have no idea. Probably O'Malley.
O'Malley's got about 4 or 5.
Yeah. Since the Brigades, we never came. Well, since we became Brigades, we never came in first.
That's messed up.
Yeah.
So
got heat on us, man.
Made a serenade.
So here's what I was getting at that point. No more live music. Do you miss it or envy the Wenches at all for still having the live music out on the street for the shows? Or would you ever want to go back to having live music or being outside or anything like that?
I'll let you answer first on that one.
Well, obviously I wasn't parading when that was really a thing, but I think it'd be really cool because I think it's just another level of talent that you need to obtain for your club. It's not all just produced by you. And I think that just shows more coordination in your show too. I don't know. I think that'd be.
I know when I was growing up, we had high school bands. We did have bands at the level that they have, but on New Year's Day, the sound truck music that we get, it doesn't compare to Kazoo Day when we have WOFAT. That's my New Year's.
Yeah.
Because New Year's Day, you guys know it's all about the prize, being serious, and then when you finally get to let your hair down on 2nd Street, you're worrying about the prize, and then you find out, and either you're having fun or you're not.
Yeah. So I'm gonna flick it to you in the reverse. Would you ever? And I think I know the answer, but would you ever want to go to pre-recorded music instead of the band? Is there any benefit to it? Is there any easy?
No. I wouldn't even go out.
Yeah.
I would quit. I'm not dancing to that.
I'm kind of with that too, because I think for me, I guess it doesn't really matter, I guess, for the actual performance part of it for me personally, but there's a different vibe coming down Broad Street or 2nd Street, whether it's New Year's or Hat Day, to the live band versus the pre-recorded stuff. I'm not trying to knock anybody, but when you come down Hat Day, I don't even bother coming outside to watch anybody come by with a music truck. Yeah. You know what I mean? If somebody's got a brass band coming down.
On what they're playing,
you're not even
too.
watching anything, right? Like, at least the brass bands are entertaining. Like, we've had a couple come up at the club before, and you can't stop moving with them.
Yeah.
You're so used to DJs and pre-recorded music.
What is it, South Philly String Band that comes down the one day a year with, I think they hire WOFAT, too.
Yeah. They have like a Christmas pub crawl or something, and they have WOFAT with them.
You got a band that's winning every other year, and they're hiring a band, which is a brass band, to bring them down the street, because even they enjoy it.
So right there, you can't tell me that there's not something to, like, a lot of people say where I'm getting, they don't understand the Wenches, or like a more, I don't want to say serious division, right? But like the Brigades or the string bands, I don't understand the Wenches. But then you got a band like South Philly, and other bands have done it too, that do it with the brass band just for the fun of it. And that's the thing, for the fun of it. Like,
right.
So you do, in a way, you do get it. You get it because you do it and have a great time with it. So imagine if your whole New Year's Day was that, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's great. We all have fun. I have fun all day long.
So, like, I know the Brigades, like, obviously take it serious in the judges, and the string bands take it serious in the judges. And then when you get down 2nd Street, you know how it's like a different feeling when you get right. Same for you guys, or just same feeling all day long?
No, I don't. I thought some members of Froggy, some people in there was like, "Oh man, we got last again," and they're a little upset. And I'm like, I don't care. I don't care if we get disqualified.
How do you find out? Do you get a phone call like we do?
Yeah. Charlie McKenna, he's our president of the Wench Association, so he'll get a phone call, and then he calls and lets people know what they got.
Do you get the call, or do you send that to Vicky?
No, he called. I think he called me this year. He came in last.
Again.
Said he was proud of me.
Like the Indian,
But you're
that
shooting for that.
that commercial.
Yeah. 2 years ago, we had the Santas and the Grinches.
Yeah, that was
On our
nice.
trim, we had pictures of Santas on the trim.
That's cool.
And pictures of the Grinches, and it was green, and I really liked the theme. And then everybody dressed the theme up. They look like real Santas out there and real Grinches. People really went nuts with that. That's what they do. They go crazy with the costume. I'm like, man, it's really nice.
Do you have rules with makeup? Or do they let them do whatever they want?
No, they do whatever they want. Except the, no black makeup. That's my thing.
Of any kind. Just
Well, I want to do that. I want to say that, and I'm going to say that this year because we have black and green. I'm going to say no black makeup at all.
yeah,
Because
it's better.
To me, I want to try. I always wanted to try this. It's hard because everybody from the years you have purple and yellow suit. People put on purple and yellow makeup. This is what they did their whole lives. I'm trying to get everybody to wear green. I want to green. We're all frogs. Everybody wear green. Don't matter what you see.
And you said you wear green every year, right?
I've been wearing green for I don't even know how many years.
Did they used to always do that?
No.
I feel like there were so many years where they had a green face.
There's only so many of us that actually wear green. Like I bet you there's about maybe 20 guys that wear green every year. Mm-hmm. Same 20 usually.
What question? What's your theme ever frogs?
Yeah, we have like frogs. Yeah.
Did you have frog umbrellas the one year?
Yeah, we have them this year too. We're have frog umbrellas again.
I thought I remember.
Yeah,
Did you have a
like,
green costume the one time? It was like
we had all frogs on it.
that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah. Okay.
People still carry those pouches. Like I have that pouch. So your beer pouch. Mm-hmm. There's all the frogs on it. People still wear that. Like you give them the suit, and then you see them with that pouch.
Is that part of the costume?
Yeah, the pouch. Yeah.
Tell me that's not one thing that crossed divisions. Everybody has one of them bags, like string band, brigades, whatever.
Yeah.
It's like the most convenient thing ever.
Yeah, they're the best.
Yeah. I had one in string band like every year. You had your reeds, the saxophone reeds in there, and all kinds of supplies and all that stuff.
That's what you keep in yours, isn't it? Your saxophone reeds?
Yeah. I tell the band what to play. I said, no, you missed a couple notes there.
Do they have a playlist?
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah, we do. They play like, I don't know how many songs, maybe like 12 songs.
They still play Mickey Mouse every year?
They play Mickey Mouse every year, Lowrider.
With that song, because you won first prize with that theme. Like, what is
I don't know.
the club in that song?
They love the song. When you hear it, when it starts out, everybody, they go crazy.
That's, I think there was like I don't know
They
if it
don't
was.
sing Mickey Mouse, though. They sing Froggy Carr.
Yeah.
It's a Froggy Carr song.
There's a recording of that because a lot of people play it. You know how they do the Quaker, the hillbilly theme. There's a recording. I don't know if you know whoever the band was that played that for Froggy Carr, and it's been around since I was a kid.
Yeah,
there's like a CD old recording of that song because we used to play it at our club parties all the time.
You hear people singing it. It's instead of the MICKY, it must be FROGGYCARR.
Yeah,
Froggy Carr.
Yep.
I never knew that.
They sing that when they play that song.
Where did New Orleans thing come from? The Who Dat Froggy Carr? Like, why did they?
That's Big Mikey Baggett Sr., I believe. He was the one who started that Who Dat.
Okay.
The other ones try to steal that, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
A lot of folks use their Who Dat stuff.
I know little Danny sings.
Yeah, a lot of people say that Who Dat. So
but that was yours,
I always knew it from Froggy Carr. That's
that was originated from Mikey Baggett Sr. I think he started that Who Dat.
I never, honestly, like I never knew that was a New Orleans thing until the Saints thing is the football team is the Who Dat Nation. Yeah. I never knew that was a New Orleans thing until I always thought it was a Froggy Carr thing.
How many members do you have? Actual members?
We have our list is 108, so we need our bylaws say 108, and then the sons. I think we have 22.
Are they grandfathered in?
When they turn 25, if they want to join, and son-in-laws also.
Now, is there dues and all that stuff?
Yeah, we pay quarterly dues.
You don't sell tickets and all that stuff, do you?
We do sell tickets for New Year's Day, wetsuits. So I have tickets. I had to do twice a year. So if you sell two $100 tickets, you get a free suit as a member.
Can't beat that.
Yeah.
No.
So
Now, what's it like New Year's? I know your club's, it's long and narrow.
yeah.
What's it like New Year's night in there? Is it mobbed?
No, well, it used to be crazy in that club because we used to leave the door open and anybody could go in and that's what happened. And now you know at the parade, what happened to our parade on 2nd Street. You'd have a bunch of people with backpacks in
You
it.
use the courtyard too, don't you?
Yeah, well, the courtyard has a tent with the food in it. That's what that's for. And you can't get in the courtyard and get into the club. That's all. You can get into the tent and that's it.
Every suit wearing member have the right to be in
Access
there.
to the club, yes.
I couldn't even imagine 800 people. We didn't have any food left when we got back to the club this year. Could you imagine 800 people?
Yeah.
How much food? What's your catering bill, if you don't mind me asking? For New Year's?
It's not. It's a few thousand. It's not that much. It's
Couple bags of
again,
Doritos.
it's mostly a lot of people don't go back to the club. We lose. Like remember I say when we start off we have 300, 350.
Right.
We get up the bros. We go around the hall. We lose a couple hundred around the hall. Just going around the hall.
I know coming down 2nd Street for us, 10 hours later, we pick up a couple of your guys coming down. And I don't know how they're still
And
standing.
some people just go like there's more. I mean, I'm going to say a couple hundred people go up, march with us, go around the hall, and go home.
Really? Right from there?
Right. They just go home. They don't live around here. They just march with us, and they love it, and that's their whole day. And then they go home. And go home when they say they watch the parade or
Frogs for a
wherever they go. I don't know. There's a crew from the Poconos that came down.
Really?
The 30 suits they buy. There's 30 of them.
So you can just buy a suit. You don't have to be like an official on the books member.
Well, we kind of have. I have a list, so it's mostly the same exact people every year.
Right.
So I'm only doing 800 suits. So I'm not going over. So it's
You drew a line? You're serious?
You have to.
Not 802, 803?
Yeah. I mean,
My
you
cousin
don't-
Stanley's coming. Can I get him in?
Yeah. Like, once we start selling suits, it's like first come, first serve basis kind of thing, you know? So, because the parade doesn't start until the judges. We're only while we call it, they say, oh, well, just go up behind the hall, be up there by 9:00 behind the hall. They don't know that we're parading up. Like we said, well, it's part of our parade. We're going to parade
Right.
up, you know? So
That's
you have to tell the
an
city-
unofficial
you have to
thing?
Yeah, you have to tell the
Really?
city, like, well, we're going to parade up. Because we don't have to go up Broad Street. We can go, oh, just tell us how you're going to get there. You want to take 13th? Yeah, you just go off 13th. Like, oh, I don't go off 13th Street. It's 18 blocks long. There's 800 people. The cars are parked. Are you crazy? You got to go up Broad. So, yeah. So the parade don't start till after the judges. So you parade back down Broad Street.
So you go from west to Broad?
South.
South. So you go north, around the hall, and then back down south.
Back down, yeah.
Man, that's a lot of walking.
Liquid
A lot
muscle.
of dancing. A lot of dancing.
Dancing. Do you dance the whole way still?
I do. Yeah.
Out front.
You still getting them knees up?
Yeah, yeah. Take my breaks here and there, but when my good songs come on, I'm dancing. I have a great time. I have a lot of fun still.
So you were saying though earlier about a couple things you would change with 2nd Street. You want to speed up the parade a little bit down there.
It's going to be. I mean, it was an issue last year. You have a lot of people talking about clubs not going down the Rittner Street, and they'll say like, "Oh, this club didn't go down in this club," and they're calling the clubs out, but it's not the club's fault. It's the traffic.
We got cut off on McKean. Talk to that.
The cops are they're standing at 3rd and Snyder, and it's backed up. They're not going to let people wait in line because it's not the forward. They're looking backwards. They have to
Right.
clear this. They have to clear it this way, coming south. They have to make sure that last club's still moving.
Right.
If they're not moving, they're going to turn people off because the trash trucks are coming. You know.
Yeah,
You
we
have-
caught a lot of heat
you
last
have
year
to-
for not going down, and it
yeah,
wasn't us.
there's a lot of clubs that didn't go down, and that's why it was so much traffic. So I think eventually it's going to get to it, but you have to have someone from every club move your parade.
Yeah.
You know, let's go, keep marching,
And
move
clean
the
up
band.
by yourselves.
Move the band, keep moving. You know,
Yeah.
You don't want to keep stopping this and that.
Now, do you have a design guy that does that? That's his
Me.
job? That's you?
Me, yeah. I make sure we change. We used to go down 2nd Street at 5:00, but it would take us 3.5, 4 hours. So you're wasting to me, you waste your day. Like it's great. When I was younger, I loved it. I loved that 4 hours.
Yeah.
But now I'm older. we have a club to go back to.
Yep.
We, you know.
So they made you wait till 5 o'clock to go down?
No, we chose. We said, we're going to meet at Second Wash 5 o'clock. You know.
Now, where do you go from City Hall to 5 o'clock, 3 o'clock? What do you do in between?
When the parade's over, as I said, we lose all these members. Most of the kids and their parents will go back to the club, and that's where we have our food. So they go and eat. A lot of people go uptown, have a couple drinks uptown.
You have a tradition on what you do every year?
Yeah, I always go uptown, you know, with like my crew, like Quick and Joey Black, you know. Last year we pulled Bobby Murray with us, the Blur,
The Blur.
the Murr, the Blur.
That actually answers a lot of questions that I've always had over the years, because I always wondered, I'm sure we've talked about it, I'm sure you thought the same thing. We would get down to 2nd Street, you know, like when I was growing up, the string bands and the brigades were late and everything. And all you'd want to do is just have a good time and get down 2nd Street, and not blaming anybody, but you'd be like, how is there still wenches here? Like, how did they not get down yet? How are they not, like, I'm like, haven't they been done for hours? Like, how are they not even?
They have the whole day that they could take a nap, pregame again, get ramped back up.
I didn't know you waited. That's
Yeah, well, I changed it. We go at like 3:30. And we fly.
Yeah.
I was done last year. We started at 3:30. I was back at the club before 6:30. So we started at 3:30, I would say. So it was like I run up the street. I just keep moving. Let's go. Move.
When do you take your wetsuit off? Is it on all night?
Yeah, when I get home, whatever time that is.
So when you go back to the club, it stays on?
I keep it on, makeup on and all, everything. Yeah, I don't take anything off.
Nice.
It ain't coming off.
All crusty.
Yeah. I have good makeup, man. It's wet. It's got that sweat in there. You just rub it in, you know. I reapply like 5 times. I like that.
Really?
I like that
He's a
nice
professional.
dark green.
You gotta hit a little glitter. Hit it with a little glitter.
Not too much, though, because then you get that sweady look. It's just got to
It's
be a
in your
nice
eyes.
little
Yeah.
speckle.
It's a good idea until January 2nd when you're trying to get it
You're
off.
chewing it. And
Oh,
It
it's
takes a couple
terrible.
days.
I always laugh. Like, I'll roll up to the club, I don't know, whatever time we were there last year, like 7 o'clock or something like that. I park at Uncle Oogie's over by Rite Aid and stuff. As soon as I park, Wench, full suit makeup. I'm like, what?
How?
Where did he come from? Did he do that at home?
The chances are he's a frog.
He probably is. Yeah.
Now, do you have a tradition on, like I said, we serenade people and stuff. Do you go anywhere or do you just go?
Yeah, if we have like a death in the club. So we did have a member pass away this year. Jingles,
Yeah.
Moore Jr. Yeah. So we'll be serenaded at his house. So, but that's what we do if that's the only time.
Gotcha.
You should serenade Tooth every year because he's a legend and he lives across the
He
street
is.
from me, and I would get that serenade too. I'm due for a serenade. I need one.
When the prizes come out as captain, are you the one that gives it to the club? Or do you just
No,
like, does
no.
anybody give it to the club? Or just like
people
whatever? I
know.
don't
Some
care.
people know before I know. Like,
Really?
Yeah, like, yo, we got last again.
So there's no speech or anything, or
No.
You don't work with speeches the night before?
No, it'd be funny. I couldn't even imagine we came in first place. It would probably be more funny than me than anything, you know.
Video it if you do.
But I think they would party like rock stars, though.
if you come in first place, you have to give a speech.
Yeah,
you have
yeah.
you have to.
Now, is
say
coming to last the badge of honor?
For the old guys in the club, yeah, they'd be upset if we.
So that's part of the
we don't go.
tradition.
Yeah, so a couple of guys are upset we didn't get disqualified. Like, you know,
What's a
Yeah,
disqualification?
what gives you that?
I think it's just time, basically, just running over time. But we run over time every time. It's impossible.
But it's
You can't
numbers that you have that problem,
we have
right?
800 people. you know? What
Do they always make you go last? I feel like Froggy Carr's last every
Yeah,
year.
we picked last, and the other Wench Brigades agreed that we can go last. It's kind of like, all right, you guys are last, and then those guys pick, you know.
Is there a serenade? A wench serenade?
No.
No. We have to get enough sponsorship to raise
Get it
money to have a
started.
wench
Yeah,
serenade.
I know some of the guys in the club want to do that. They want to get involved in like the serenade thing.
There should be. I'd like to do it.
Yeah.
We kind of root for Satin Slipper to win it all
Oh, because it's right.
because it's right across
Yeah.
the street.
Yeah.
So we have that'll be our serenade. We'll have our big 10 out in the club. You know,
You're down the stars anyway, you liar.
I'm everywhere on serenade. We used to do a serenade crawl.
You did the pub crawl,
Pat
right?
Danny. Yeah.
Yeah.
We started with 2 of us, and then
You're the last of the
we hit
Mohicans.
every club all the way down second.
So there you go. We got to say it here. We're taking sponsors, and we got to raise enough money to pay for the Wench Serenade, right here. And we want our logo on top of the club.
I'm in.
You mentioned earlier too about we should do live episodes at clubs.
Oh,
what about Froggy?
So.
Can we come
yeah,
there?
you
Can we come there?
come to Froggy. Yeah.
You just get big crowds on Sundays?
No, not really. The football Sundays now, like the second floor will have a crowd. Won't be like crazy. It won't be like 60 people.
Are you missing out tonight with the Eagles game?
I don't know. I don't know if there's definitely people up here, but I don't know how many.
We're just gonna say he is missing out, and he chose to come here and say because it was a bigger deal than the Eagles.
I got my Eagles shirt on though.
There you
He's
go.
sitting on wait for that call from me. He wanted this. Go Birds.
Froggy Green. Oh man.
But Wednesdays, we meet on Wednesdays, and our club starts getting crowded, like probably October, and then once it hits November, you see more, and then the next thing you know, there's like 60 people on Wednesdays.
So, but before we wrap up, though, we have to say if Froggy Carr gets a first prize, we will do a live episode from
that'll be the
from
serenade.
Froggy Carr.
Yeah,
that'll be the unofficial serenade, and
No pressure, Chase.
everyone's invited.
No, there's no pressure.
Everyone's
No pressure.
invited. Everybody come down, no matter whatever. You come down Second Street in front of Froggy Carr.
We had one guy the year that it was freezing, he had just the bloomers on with no shirt and his whole back.
The Mummer for Life guy.
Yeah.
I think he passed away, that guy.
Nah, really?
Yeah. We went out with us all the time, and I don't know why he bought a suit, because he only ended up with bloomers. And I'm serious. It's like 8:30 in the morning, and his suit was gone, and he's in bloomers with no shirt the rest of the day.
Things you only hear about in the Wenches. That is not going to happen in anything else. But we thank you for coming out.
Thanks for having me.
Oh,
it was
dude,
great.
It was great. I was already kind of a little bit intrigued by the Wenches and everything they do, but it's way deeper than I thought.
we know the backstory.
I think we learned a lot about it, and I'm glad that you came down. I really appreciate it. You got to come back now. I'm telling you, first prize. We're at the club.
We're at the club.
We're
Yeah,
at the club.
definitely. Live at the club.
But before we wrap up, we gotta plug the Mummers Museum.
Yeah.
We can't move on without helping our home here, which Saturday, October 19th, is the Mummers Museum Fall Festival. So come out, it's a great time. Don't forget to, when you come to that, which you're going to, get your membership to the Mummers Museum. It helps. It's a great cause. And the Stars Veterans.
About a month after that, so November 17th, we have the Mummers for Veterans Drive, presented by the Fran McIntyre Senior Memorial Fund. So it's just a veteran drive. Come out to the Mummers Museum November 17th from 1 to 3 for collections.
Yeah, and I kind of mentioned in passing too that we're taking sponsorships for the show. Spread the word. A lot of frogs out there, so you never know. But we're not looking for profit. We're not looking to make anything off of this. What our goal is with the sponsorships is to give back to Mummers related causes, Mummers related foundations. And the sponsor of today's episode, Remedy Sales and Marketing Consultants, and President and Founder Anthony Stagliano, Hall of Fame member of the Downtowners and past captain, present board member, his company Remedy donated and became a sponsor of today's episode, and the Palandro Memorial Foundation.
It's a great foundation.
Yeah, benefited from that, so that's great. We have a couple other episodes lined up with more sponsors that will be given away to a whole bunch of Mummers related causes, like Mummers Against Cancer, the Palandro Foundation, the
Morgan Osbach Foundation.
Yep. So we got a whole bunch of really good. It happened a lot sooner than I thought, but that was always our goal, to be able to give back.
Yeah,
and it's something that we're really proud of, and we're glad that everybody really took to the show and to the episodes and more to come. And it was a great addition having you down here, because we heard he was a hard get, and we got him.
It was pretty easy, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think
Billy
so.
asked me, I said yes.
That was the tough one.
Yeah.
James, what are you doing next week? Nothing. Come on down.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll talk numbers.
It was good, though.
Yeah. So we appreciate it. So Jason, thanks for coming
Thank
down,
you.
Captain of Froggy Carr. So we got a lot of great episodes lined up for you. We'll be back soon, back down here at the Mummers Museum. But for Word on the Street podcast, I'm Mike Jacobs.
Billy Oakham.
Haley Heron.
We'll see you next time.